Well, hi Libras, welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It is time for your weekly reading. I have shuffled these cards very well. I'm going to shuffle them just a few more times. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be in the middle of the first part of the reading. So Libras, let's find out what can you expect to come up in your life. And there you are. As the first card out, this card can be Libra or Taurus. It is you, Libra, in your highest energy. And there you are again as an air sign. Okay, Libras, all cards are male or female. If this reading resonates, it's probably your reading. If it does not resonate, it's not your reading. I would check your moon sign because that is your private and emotional self. Or get a private reading from someone that you trust. So, the Page of Pentacles here is the overall energy of this reading. Surrounds the entire thing. So, what you're doing is you're focused. You're focused on that pentacle as if it's a crystal ball. You're trying to foresee your future and trying to foresee, the stability, the security in your future or how to achieve it. Let's read on. Let's find out more why this Page of Pentacles surrounds your entire reading. Up here in your highest energy is the Empress. The Empress is the card, like I said, for Libra or Taurus. So Taurus also might be in your chart or around this reading. But more importantly, this card being in your highest energy, the universe usually puts this out to remind you of who you are, what you deserve. Okay, here you are looking at the pentacle, and they're reminding you, don't settle because you deserve a lot more. You are just a beautiful person inside. If you're a parent, you're an excellent parent. Remember, male or female on this Empress. But you're very kind, loving, thoughtful, considerate, giving, forgiving, generous. I mean, I could go on and on. All these beautiful attributes that you have as just being a human being. So, whoever you move forward with, whoever is in your future that you want to spend maybe the rest of your life with, needs to have a lot of those same qualities about them for this to work. Now keep it in mind, you deserve to get in return the things that you give out. So, they have to have a lot of those same qualities, the qualities that matter, okay? I have the King of Swords next to the Empress. This is air, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. So you might have Gemini or Aquarius also in your chart, or Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius also might be around your reading someplace. But this is your energy, up in your highest energy line here. You're on guard, your sword's going up. You're trying to look at your future. You're trying to figure out how to get to where you want to go in life. And it's like this sword is, you're in self-protection mode. Sword is up. So you're seeking the truth and you're seeking the clarity from those who come near you, or maybe that, even want to take you out or that have anything to do with your life. Your sword is up, and you are looking for truth and clarity within them. Also, you might have been looking for truth and clarity within you, with this King of Swords being next to the Empress. Well, the universe is coming right out and saying, hey, you don't need to look too deep because these are a lot. You are a beautiful person. You deserve good things. Right next to the King of Swords is the Tower. Now, there might have been a tower moment. It certainly looks like it. I don't know when, but this has happened. This has probably put you in this place with your sword up and trying to foresee your future and looking for something stable and secure to move forward with, or someone. So this tower moment is still in your energy. I feel like it's a breakup, the destruction of, and you just want to move forward more carefully. I have the World here under the Empress. This is a new life cycle, and it's coming in. Now, you're looking at the Page of Pentacles, trying to foresee your future. Well, what the cards are saying is there is a whole new life cycle coming in for you. And it has to do with your future, and it also has to do with what you've been wanting. The Knight of Pentacles. This is union between two people. See that? This is Pentacles. You can't have more. You could always get the Ace, I guess, of Pentacles, which would be about the equivalent. Except this one really is about family. This one is about extended family. There's pets. There's a child here. And so it's all about security and stability in a family life. Now, the Tower card is right above that of Pentacles. I feel like there was someone in your life that you thought maybe you could have this secure and solid relationship with that kind of blew apart. Okay? And now you are wondering what your future looks like. Let's just keep reading. I have the Knight of Pentacles under the World card. This can be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn in someone's chart. But the energy of this card is the slowest moving energy in the whole deck. It's been taking a long time to reach this point of this new life cycle with the Pentacle. See, it starts with the Pentacle. We have the Knight of Pentacles here. You're wondering when this is coming in. Well, it's out there. Okay, we do know that. This horse looks like it's standing still, but it actually does have one foot in front of the other. But it's so slow. And sometimes it can take lifetimes to reach you. What it's bringing is the Pentacle that you're looking for. But I feel like with this being under your new life cycle, I feel like it's coming in. And also you have that of Pentacles right next to the Page of Pentacles, the overall energy. I do have the Six of Swords, sorry about that, right next to the Knight of Pentacles and under the Page of Pentacles. So this means you are moving forward. You are gathering up your swords of truth and clarity. This is helping you move away from rocky waters, and you're moving towards calmer, smoother, more peaceful waters. So when you reach the other side of that lake right there, and this is pretty slow, it's hard, it's work. You're pushing this boat with a pole. To get to the other side, you're moving away from this toxic energy. I mean, the Tower and the toxic energy, this is what's been blown up. This is why the Pentacles has not arrived yet. So you blew up the toxic energy. There might have been another person or something attached that was toxic to the person that you were attached to. This is the card for Capricorn only because of the horns. But this energy here, this is like bondage. It's like being tied to someone who is tied to someone or something else. But look, the Devil's waving goodbye. You had the Tower moment. These are both black cards. These are being blown up, and you are moving forward. And now you're wondering, what is in store for you? What is ahead? Let's take out the second part of this reading, Libras. Let's see what else it is that you need to know. Yeah, see, I got the Five of Swords right here, right next to the Tower card. And remember, there's three either people or energies in this card here, and you're watching two of them just leave. So you're picking up your swords of truth and clarity, just like with the Six of Swords here. And you're just kind of looking back at them, watching them fade off into the distance. This was hard for you. It was an emotional time, this Tower moment. I have Temperance here. Now, Temperance is right next to the Five of Swords. Temperance is a card for Sagittarius, so Sagittarius might be strong in your chart or someone else's chart around this reading. The Temperance is your guardian angels and spirit guides. They're all around you. They're mixing this potion back and forth, back and forth. Their job is to get you tempered, to get you balanced. You have one foot in the water and one foot on the ground. They need both your foot on the ground. They want you grounded so that in your moving forward, so you're picking up your swords of truth and clarity. This is all helping you become more grounded. And with the help of your guardian angels and spirit guides, these swords are helping you to become grounded, like I said. The Ace of Swords is on the other side of Temperance. They want you to know the truth. They want you to know the clarity. They also want you in self-defense. They want you to have your sword up. They want you to be on guard, to not let these types of energies back into your life. because they know, you don't want to go through another Tower moment if you don't have to. Under the Five of Swords here, I have the Five of Wands. Yeah, there was a lot of stress, anxiety, confusion associated with this other person that you're watching fade off. You're letting fade off into the distance in your mind, You're letting them go. And, as far as the Ten of Pentacles goes, remember, under the Tower card, you kind of had high hopes for this person, but it did become very stressful. And was very anxious, and there was a lot of confusion associated with this person as being the grounded one, the grounded relationship that you have been looking for. There was a heartbreak. Look, 3 swords again. So 3, there's 3, there's 3. So far, and the 3 of Swords, there was heartbreak, there was tears. And you're still kind of recovering, it feels like, from the Tower moment, since the 3 of Swords is under Temperance. And Temperance is very active right now around you. And they're really trying to help you become balanced. I think there was a lot of sadness involved in letting this person go. But what I see here, I see the Knight of Cups. And so the Knight of Cups is a sincere love offer. I mean, look at that cup. There's lots of room for love in that cup. Why am I doing that? You are entering a new life cycle. You are looking for security and stability. I feel like there is someone with the Ten of Pentacles that's coming in that can really help, have a balanced and stable relationship that you can with. Well, I feel like there is an offer. And there's an offer out there waiting to come in. I think you need to become balanced and grounded before this offer will come in. It's like this is what you earn by working on yourself and just becoming balanced, getting ready to move forward, and really, keeping your eyes wide open. That's what you're going to be doing. And remember, they must have a lot of the same qualities as an individual as you do. 4 of Cups, right next to the Devil card. And under all that anxiety, it's like they do try to come back in. They do try to save this relationship, or whatever you want to call it, because it wasn't serving you. It was toxic. And you refused that offer. You refused that offer. You're like that you couldn't take it anymore. I think somehow they just reached the final straw in this relationship, or you did. And then I have the 10 of Wands next to the 4 of Cups. A burden, a heavy burden that, it's going to come to an end because there's no, this is not the 9, this is the 10. Look how hunched over that person is. They can only carry that weight for so long. They're getting ready to drop those wands. And it is right under that 3 of Swords, so all that heartbreak. And next to you refusing to let them come back in. This was not an easy experience for you, but it looks like it is opening doors to a much better experience. There was a lot of confusion associated with carrying that burden. I think you went back and forth about letting them back in your life, and I think you finally settled on not going back there. But, it's like they gave you little bits of hope for a secure and stable relationship, and one day, and then the next day you're like, well, what happened to that? And then the next day you're like, well, maybe there's hope here, and the next day you're like, I don't see the hope. So that does become a burden. That's hard to carry for very long, and you had to let it go. That's what I see here. But there is a sincere love offer coming in. I think you're going to ask all the right questions. I think you're going to go into this, you are going to accept this offer, but you're going to go in with your sword up and self-protection. You're going to ask all the right questions. Like I said, you're going to have conversations, communication, and so that's going to settle your confusion, or your, it's kind of like a distrust in this Knight of Cups that's coming in, but I think it's going to resolve. I do think you're going to move forward. Otherwise, I don't think we have the World card here, and the of Pentacles next to the Page of Pentacles. So I feel like this is just a step forward into another life cycle. And it does involve someone coming in. with a sincere couple of. This is not the same person. Oh, I want to take out the bottom card. What is it? I'm going to cut these since I shuffled them. What's the bottom card for Libras? Oh, man. Yeah, see, you felt rejected. They made you feel rejected. They made you feel left out in the cold, like you didn't really matter. The Five of Pentacles, it just feels like with this toxic energy, I don't think they really put their heart and soul in this relationship. I feel like they just would come around, they give you hope, and then they would leave you alone, and that just became way too much for you. I think there was a third something. Either it was an addiction or something that you probably have not known about. Maybe you did, but there was a third someone or something attached to this other person. And, Temperance, your guardian angels and spirit guides really are helping you to become rebalanced after this relationship. It was not a good one. But there's a good offer. There's a sincere offer coming in. And I think they have lots of pentacles in their pocket. And they are more than willing to be truthful and honest with you. So there's hope. There's hope here. You're going to be getting past the broken heart. You're going to let all this burden go. You're going to let them fade off in your mind, just fade off into the distance. So you're wondering what's ahead of you? You're wondering if there's something solid and secure in front of you? Yes. I do see something solid and secure in front of you. Readings don't usually go out past 6 months. I feel like this is getting towards the end of the 6 months, since I have nothing more on this Knight of Cups, except that they will be honest and truthful with you and answer your questions. So, Libra, this is your reading. Thank you for watching Universal Guidance Tarot.